How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the match reaction. This is going to be for the game we played last night against Athletic Club. We normally do the reactions on the same day, but I thought we'll change it up a bit and do a reaction the day after. Let the results settle in and look at it from the outside after a day, because that way sometimes you get to analyse the game a lot better and understand what actually happened rather than let your emotions take over. So I think to start off with, it was the away game we thought it would be. It was tough. The crowd was loud, whistling as soon as we get the ball, and just trying to make us rush our play, which did happen. I mean, we was rushing at the start of the game, when we could have just played it a little bit slower, been a bit more patient, but they tried to press us high as well. And there was a early storm in that game, and we weathered it. If we didn't weather it, then it would have been a different game. We don't know how Athletic Club would have reacted if they went a goal up or 2 goals up. I was never worried for our defence, though. I think the defence as a unit is unstoppable at the minute. We've not even conceded a single goal from open play. That only goal we conceded from that free kick, and that's 5 games we've played, 4 clean sheets. Should technically be 5 clean sheets. So as a defensive unit, even with Saliba injured, it's just it's one of the best I've ever seen at Arsenal. Honestly, the defense is so good. Like back in the day, a few years ago, you're just thinking, oh, you could be 2-0 up, even 3-0 up, but you know your defense is going to let you down, so you're never comfortable. Now, even with a 1-0 lead, you're like, you know what, we can see this to the end. And you don't start to panic, even with Mosquera coming in for Saliba. What a player he is. I'm not going to use the word become, because from what I know, he's always been like that. Even at Valencia, he's played a couple of full seasons there at a young age, so he's got a lot of experience, even though he's a young kid. On top of that, to me, it was the perfect away game. You're going to suffer in large parts of these away games, especially in the Champions League, because they're never hard. Never easy, no matter who you play. And to start off an away game with 3 points to a team who have not been in the Champions League for 11 years, you just heard the crowd, how up for it they were. And to go there and get that win, honestly, fair play. I don't care what the critics say, and it's only Athletic Club, it's only this, it's only that. Haters are going to hate. You've just got to ignore the noise and just look forward. So look, we even had a few injuries. Martin Odegaard wasn't there, Saliba wasn't there, Saka's not there, Havertz, Jesus, Ben White's still injured. But look, the squad did the job, and that's why Man City all those years won so many trophies, because they had 2 teams. When there's an injury to De Bruyne, they play Phil Foden. When there was an injury to, a top defender, they've got another like-for-like one available, a fullback. Any position, they always had someone available to take that place. Look, Mahrez as well, he sat on the bench for a lot of games, and they was ready when called upon, and that's what Arsenal need to do. We need to make sure Madueke and Saka, when they're called upon, they're ready, so we're not losing that level of pace and intelligence, and that attack. It's always at the top. So all in all, look, I don't believe a lot of teams want to play against us at the minute, and that's because of the defence. Nobody can mess about with this defence that we've built, and we just need to make sure that the attack starts to gel sooner than later, because once the attack starts to click and it comes together, we will be running riot against most of the Premier League teams, even in Europe as well. I don't believe there's many teams ahead of us in Europe. I mean, a lot of bookies and stuff have us second favourites after the Scousers. So, look, I don't really always look into much of that, because it matters what you do on the day, and sometimes a bit of luck comes into it, all that sort of stuff. Altogether, it's an important 3 points, and it's a top result. If we win all our home games now, which is 4 home games in the Champions League, we win 1 more away, I think that's job done. Top 8, and then we get to avoid the playoff round, and then just go into the last 16 and we should hopefully be drawn away first and then take the second leg at home, which is important. It gives you that home advantage in the second leg, especially if it goes to extra time and that sort of stuff. And I'm pretty sure Arsenal are going to look at these games differently this season, especially what happened against PSG last season. So look, there's no drop-off when Saliba's not been playing. Martinelli, I want to say what a goal that was. When he come on, he changed it instantly. And that's the Martinelli we've known from before, a couple of seasons ago, a few seasons ago, especially when we had that black away kit. He was running riot against any player. He almost had like 20 goals. And that's the Martinelli we need. We need that goal and assist to re-energise him. And hopefully he has that belief in himself again to want to succeed and get his spot back. Because on Sunday, Arteta's got a bit of a headache. Does he play Martinelli on the left, who's naturally on that side? Or does he play Eze out of position and put him on the left? Or you could potentially put Eze in the middle and Martinelli on the left. Trossard, again, his numbers don't lie. He's an important part of that cog. And his numbers are... Honestly, I think it's the second best after Saka in terms of goal output, in terms of assists and goals. So this squad is important. And Arteta said yesterday, sometimes the team that finishes the game will be more important than the one that starts the game. And I've not heard that for quite a long time. And it made me reflect. And you know what? He's spot on there. And that's why the squad depth is fucking important. I'm super happy with the squad depth that we've got, because we bought in 3-4 attackers, but we didn't let any of our top attackers leave. We let the likes of Nelson and stuff like that, but they're never going to get a game for Arsenal, so they've gone. Likes of Fabio Vieira. We've kept Martinelli, we've kept Trossard, we've kept Havertz, we've kept Jesus, we've kept Nwaneri, we've bought in Dalman, we've bought in Madueke, we've bought in Victor Gyökeres, we've bought in Eze. The attack, once that clicks and the defence carries on doing what it's doing, most teams are going to suffer at the hands of Arsenal. So let me know what you think.